now recording.
Window.
Wow, you know what's really cool actually? So I just got the PS5
Get it
on
cold
Thursday
open 'cause it's
because
cool.
today is Sunday. Today is Sunday, November. Is it gonna be the 13th or the 14th?
You
You're asking if it's gonna be
15th.
a day.
This coming Sunday is
is-
the
I mean
15th.
today
are we
is
pretending
Sunday
that
the
we're recording?
15th. Yes, because
Aydin, you
I'm
know
gonna
I put
so okay.
you know I
No,
put the
I'm
date.
manifesting it. I'm manifesting it.
We put the date that we record. I put the date that we record in the
Shit.
description.
Okay, so we're recording this on like the Monday before the PS5 comes out, and so all pre-orders are sold out. I usually play Xbox, but I also have a PC, and all of Xbox's exclusives are also coming out on PC now, because Microsoft doesn't hate us as much as Sony does. Joseph, I'm gonna kill myself because of you.
Yeah. Same, bro.
And,
Same.
So I was like, I want to play PS5 exclusives too, so I'm gonna get a PS5 day one, but they're all sold out. I ain't paying a dime more than $500. I ain't paying for somebody's pre-order on eBay for like $1,000. That's just dumb. But Target is the only store that has in-store purchases available on launch. However, you have to put in a pickup order. But to do it, so literally they all go up at midnight the night of, like. And every store has a certain amount, but they wouldn't tell me on the phone how much they had. So if
Of
I
course.
pretend like today is Sunday and I manifest that I got one, then I will get one.
Oh, is that what the plan is? Okay.
Water
Man.
Tribe.
Yeah. Water Tribe. Yeah.
Manifest.
I'm
Meanwhile,
gonna manifest the most significant
Manifest your
creek I
destiny.
can possibly be.
Dang that. Dang that. This is gonna be a multiple episode bit. I thought that was like a one-time thing.
It's a bit that spans generations.
I think that all of the bits that start in these podcasts.
Yeah,
just
I
never
guess we
end.
still make fun
A
of
man
Aydin
is
for
judged by the
bread is sharper than
significance
the
of
knife
his
or whatever.
Look, true men are judged by the significances of their creeks.
truly.
My creek is pretty significant.
I don't know if I believe you.
That sounds like a joke about your genitals, but I don't
That does sound
wanna
like a
ask.
euphemism, but I just didn't
Thank
think.
you for pointing out the euphemism, Jordan.
I don't know how a creek would be a euphemism for genitals, though. So
I don't know, man.
Euphemism for genitals.
I don't know, man. I would see. I'm pretty sure I would see a gathering
if
of
you say
moisture
anything
around
in
it.
like a suggestive way, it could be a euphemism. Like, does it really
Just
matter
demonstrate.
if it's
Demonstrate.
valid or not?
Tell me something that would totally not be a euphemism, but say it suggestively.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's a
press
creek.
the keys on my keyboard.
Yeah, I'll press your keys. That's too easy. You make it too easy. Yeah, I'm gonna
What do you mean?
shuck
Okay,
your corn. Wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna open this Amazon package. We got Prime 2-day delivery.
I hate this so much.
Bro.
Oh, are you a Prime member?
Prime member.
Shut up. I regret.
Yeah, what are
saying
your rates?
anything.
$7.99 a month, big boy. Unless you're a college student. Then you can have me for free, but only for 6 months.
I really hate this. It's also really entertaining.
I agree.
Joseph still needs to give me an example. I don't know.
Jordan, does that answer your question?
No, I need to hear it from Joseph, obviously.
What? No, I can't top
Oh,
that.
I also kind of want to hear it from Joseph.
No.
So, hello, Spot. You're on it.
Whisper in my ear. Talk to me sweetly.
No.
And we're stopping recording. No.
Hey, so quick question. No judgment allowed. This is my safe space. Does it make
Okay.
me a bad person that the only thing I really laughed at in this movie was the abortion joke?
I don't know.
I laughed at it.
Um,
Bro, I laughed at it. I don't even care.
there is a part that I
Remember
laughed
at the
that I probably
dance?
shouldn't have laughed, but it
Abortion
was
one.
not that. So
Abortion 2.
Actually, I also laughed at the kick when she kicks the orderly in the fucking face.
I'll I'll get to
You mean at the
where
beginning?
I left because
Oh,
I have
yeah.
thoughts about it as well.
That was it.
But-
I just wanted to know if I'm a bad person or not.
All right.
Maybe the jury's
Maybe
still out.
Probably.
On
Just
that
a
one.
little bit.
Just
I feel
a
like that
little.
part didn't make me laugh, but there were other parts that did make me laugh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Dark humor, black humor, I think, was the genre that I was getting
Yes.
with this movie.
I wrote that down. I wrote
must
down that
shut
term.
my
I
door
think.
because my
Let me look at
cat
my
opened
notes.
it.
I
Okay,
have
well,
no idea what Aydin
I have
said.
way more
It-
notes than I thought I did. Holy crap!
I have a
I
good
wrote down
few
like
notes.
3 notes,
Yes.
but it's whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was Jennifer's body not intellectual enough for you, Lindsay?
No,
My
no, no.
first-
It wasn't that I didn't write notes because like I didn't want to write notes. It was that I didn't know how to write notes because like it was just such an interestingly formatted movie that it was difficult to like write notes
This
on
is.
for me.
I picture Lizzie watching Jennifer's body the same way John Travolta like looks around the room. If her fit looks in. Lizzie's just like watching and she just what? I'm sorry, what? That's
I
my
don't-
Lizzie watching Jennifer's body.
Can I actually felt like this was like Mean Girls meets like a Lifetime movie meets like a zombie movie.
A
was-
Lifetime movie.
We
That
can.
was my, yes, a
Can we-
Lifetime movie.
My
That
favorite Hallmark movies do consist of Megan Fox murdering
was
young
not a
men.
Hallmark movie, a Lifetime movie. Very
Aren't they
different.
essentially the same thing?
They're kind of the
Hallmark's
same
just
thing.
Christmas. Lifetime is a Hallmark movie that's not during Christmas. Tell me I'm
No,
wrong.
no, no.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No,
Can we
no,
like?
you are wrong. A Lifetime movie are like those weird movies about like people who like kidnap their own children and then like everybody's angry and sad and then people are dead but nobody ever actually dies because it's like still for like
what is
depressed
what is
middle-aged.
What are you
strange
watching?
genre you have created? What,
Yeah.
what
This is not what I
Lifetime-
imagined when you said Lifetime
I don't
movie,
think you
but
and I have
wasn't
the
sure what a
same
Lifetime movie
Lifetime.
was.
I don't think.
I think that's East Coast Lifetime,
Doing
guys. I think
the
that's East Coast Lifetime.
Oh, fake Lifetime.
Fake Lifetime,
Okay.
right?
East Coast,
Yeah.
East Coast Lifetime. Hey Johnny, you see fucking Lindsay Brooks got fucking kidnapped by her own goddamn mother.
I think
Oh,
that
shit, I
people
saw that.
listening to this should know that it's like 12:15 in the morning here. Just for context for anything that comes out of my mouth
I
tonight.
I
or
hear
shall speak.
excuses, Lizzie.
True, and yeah, that's
No, I
pretty
swear.
true.
I swear, Lifetime movies and Hallmark movies are completely different things. You have to ask
Yes,
middle-aged
Hallmark
moms.
is only for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Lifetime is
difference.
Okay, but
Is
when
the
I look at
season.
Lifetime
Lifetime
is
movies,
not
there were
seasonal.
Christmas movies. The first thing that came up was Christmas.
True. Yeah.
I
So,
swear that's fake news. I swear.
I'm looking it up on my phone. Lifetime movie.
Lizzie, do you
But,
see these
like-
shots fired?
No, I
Brah.
swear.
Christmas
I even-
on
Brah.
Crafty Christmas romance. Christmas on ice.
Crafty Christmas
Crafty
romance.
Oh wait, okay, wait. Who is killing the cheerleaders?
Yes.
Cheer camp killer. Okay. So it's like
Yes.
Hallmark
Why
movies
are they
and
killing
then
so
movies.
many cheerleaders?
I don't know.
Yes, and there are movies about like cults and like movies about like people who like torture their children. There's a lot
Fun.
of stuff.
I don't know,
So
Lizzie.
look up
Seems
Lifetime.
kind of.
And the only movies that are listed are either Christmas movies or movies about murdering cheerleaders.
Yes.
Lizzie, tell us
I
more
mean-
about your fascination with young children being murdered.
I thought you were just gonna stop it at young children. I'm like, whoa. Let's chill out.
No. Neither.
No.
Neither.
Oh yeah, Lizzie, why do you work at a school, by the way?
I would literally come over there and punch you in the face, Jordan.
Come at me. Try to get a flight during Corona.
I am on
You
my
can. Planes are open, I
You
think.
said catch these hands, you can't catch no flight. you can catch these hands, but you can't catch a flight.
Okay, wait. How should we start this? How do we?
Can I wing the intro real quick? All right.
Sure.
So welcome everyone.
Wait, that wasn't an intro.
No, the formal intro.
All right, and that entire segment is cut. Let's start over.
Let's start over. Oh yeah, by the way, when I was about to make a joke about the cold open, but that doesn't even matter now since we're past that cold open. Welcome to the Dude You Haven't podcast, where
Thank
tried
you.
to take a sip of my water so many times and I keep laughing. I'm sorry, keep going, Jordan.
Welcome to the podcast where this is the first episode where I am technically the host, where it was my suggestion and I haven't prepared anything. So, as you all know, I hope.
What's new?
As you all know, I hope, because I hope this isn't your first episode, because this is Jennifer's body. I'm Jordan. With me to my
Whose
left.
body?
With me to my left.
Who's to your left?
Aiden's left.
Oh, I was just waving. I'm Aydin. Hi. I thought Jordan was gonna
Yeah.
say my name for some reason.
Yeah, okay, and then to my bottom left.
Hi, I'm Aydin.
To my
I'm
bottom
gonna
left.
assume that's me. I'm Joseph.
Yes, and then below me.
Do you like my wave?
Hi, I'm Lizzie.
Yes. If you didn't know our names, I'm very, very sorry, because this should not be your first episode. Anyways,
If it's
today-
your first episode, though, that's okay and welcome.
welcome. I'm really
Hi. I don't know why you would listen to us, but welcome.
Welcome.
I don't know why
Hello.
either, but some people are into it. So like,
You know,
to each their
really
own.
quick before we start. So like, I never
Before
watched
we
myself
start.
talk, but I always got told I kind of look like a turtle. And now that I'm like seeing myself like talking, I kind of get it.
That is not something
Like,
I thought.
Tell me, look, wait, watch me talk from the side. Tell me there's not a turtle-like quality to my face as I'm speaking. Like, bitch, I'm Franklin up in here. Tell me I'm not Franklin with weird hair.
I mean, I don't
Franklin
necessarily
here.
see the turtle, but like, I mean,
Turtle.
I can see it. I can kind of see it, but
I
it's not
don't
something I
disagree.
thought.
It's like but it's little. It's not like, it's not super there, but it's a little there.
just
You know
a
what
little
else is?
turtleness.
You know what else
Just a
is
little
little?
tiny bit
You know
of
what
turtle.
else is little? My rating for this movie. Anyways, Jennifer's Body. This is the movie that we watched. How's that for a segue?
Unfortunately.
Hey. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's bad. All right, so
I'm digging it. I'm into it.
yes. All right, so
I have to say, well, okay, never mind. I'll
Yeah.
say it later. Go on.
oh, okay, so
Well, now I'm in suspense. Listen,
Yeah,
what
now
were
I'm
you
in
I
gonna
was
say?
suspense.
gonna
What?
say, I actually liked it more than I thought I would. Like, I still didn't like it, but I liked it more than I expected to like it.
I enjoyed it ironically to a degree.
me too.
But
I think.
Exactly.
we'll get to that.
To do
I
degree.
think that's, yeah, okay.
So right, okay. How did you guys feel about the beginning to the movie with Needy in the asylum and she's narrating like it's an early 2000s movie, even though it was a late 2000s movie?
I thought I was watching the wrong movie.
It's 2009. That's late 2000s.
You
That
know,
is early 2000. That's still super bad. Like, I would say that's still early 2000.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I didn't
I
know.
have
I got 2000s vibes from it. I didn't look up what year it came out. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a 2000s movie for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
for me, like I thought I knew like nothing about this movie other than like Megan Fox and the fact that this movie has a very specifically weird aesthetic about it. Like people talk about it in aestheticness. I don't know why. but They
What?
do.
Why?
Like a weird Megan Fox aesthetic. Like this movie is
The
just
Transformer aesthetic.
known for having like a weird Megan Fox like lighter at the tongue and like pretty girl covered in blood aesthetic. Like it just does. And so that's the only time that I've like that's how I've known this movie and how I've thought of this movie previous to watching it. I knew nothing about it. So I thought Megan Fox was like 100% the protagonist and like it was going to be like about her character.
I mean, it's
like,
about her
Jennifer.
body.
So I mean,
See what I did
she
there?
is in it, but like starting with Needy like threw me off for a bit because I was like, wait, they're establishing somebody else as the protagonist, which is weird because like this is not how I expected this movie to like go at all.
Yeah,
So
I
that was
thought I was watching the
interesting.
wrong movie. I was like, is this the right thing? It says Jennifer's body on it, but this is not what I was expecting.
I sent you a link to watch it, Joseph.
That site was
You can
sketchy, so I
trust the
found a
link.
different one. I used
Whoa,
Trust
whoa. Hey. Let's not mention sketchy
Trust the
websites that we're
link.
watching movies on sketchy websites because we're
I didn't
not.
name the website.
Because
I
we're
also didn't name
not.
the website.
It's just a website.
You rented
There
on.
was
Yeah,
a
come at me,
website.
FBI. Check my search
I
history.
didn't
Audit
like the
me.
website for undisclosed reason, so I found a different source.
What do you
of
mean? We
watching
all
the
used
movie.
Amazon Video and rented it for $2.99.
Yes.
Actually, it's $3.99.
Oh,
for
yeah,
HD.
oh, yeah,
Who do you
it's
think
$3.
I am? a
I
peasant?
chose to
Peasants.
use Hulu instead.
It's on Hulu. It wasn't on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
No,
for
it actually
premium.
is on
Yeah,
Hulu.
premium
Oh.
though, like because there's like the cheaper
Oh,
Hulu
right.
and then there's the expensive Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the
I don't
student
know why that's a
Hulu.
thing. I hate that.
Right.
Which Hulu do you do?
I don't know. Are
Tell
you
us,
rich or not?
tell us in the comments below.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, do you have disposable income for a streaming service that's not Netflix?
This,
I didn't think so.
So this movie is how I discovered that parents didn't share one brain. Because I was 10 or was I 9? One of the two when my father rented this movie from Blockbuster, because I was like, hey, look, it's both Megan Fox, and then I had also heard New Perspective. So I was like, Dad, want to watch a Megan Fox movie with me? And he went, sure. That's not actually how it went, but that's me paraphrasing.
Wait, remember how old you were?
I was like 9 or 10.
That's epic.
We're like 20 minutes into it, and my father like couldn't give less of a fuck, and like starts falling asleep, and my mom comes in as, God, was it?
Pause.
I think it's when they all both have sex, and they're getting murdered at the same time.
Oh, that's
a
epic.
funny scene.
Just,
That's a fun scene to
My
for your
dad's
mom
like
to walk in
fast
on.
asleep, and I'm like not really understanding
Looking at it like-
what I'm looking at. And my mom just like throws a pillow at my dad. She goes, "What the hell?"
I can
And
hear
the
your
rest
mom
is
saying
ancient
that.
history.
Bro, I can actually hear
Yeah,
your mom
right?
saying that. That's epic.
I never saw the end of Jennifer's Body until I was like 14 when I rewatched it.
That's pretty.
But fun
iconic.
fact.
I didn't know you had a story that went along with this movie. That's a solid tie-in.
I mean, it's not like an amazing story. It's
it's entertaining.
That's pretty funny.
I mean, it's a blockbuster story. I feel like that's very rare for
I know.
anyone
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Blockbuster.
actually-
our age and younger.
Remember that? I
Wow.
remember going to Blockbuster, but I don't have anything significant to say about
Dude,
it.
I
used
actually,
to go to
I guess I
Blockbuster
have a
and get
story
my
about
hair cut
Blockbuster.
next door.
You guys talked
Because
over
they had
each
a
other.
I
video.
used
They had
to
the
love
GameCube.
Blockbuster.
It was a
Blockbuster
vibe.
Yes,
was like my
Lizzie.
favorite place to
Yes.
go when I was little, and I would always beg my mom to take me there, to the point where like we went so often that I would like dream in Blockbuster movies, and I would like when I would lay in bed like let me rephrase. When I would like lay in bed to fall asleep, I would like imagine going to a Blockbuster and like picking out a movie, and then like the movie that I picked out would be what I dreamt about. Like it was always the same way to fall asleep. Like when I was little, that was like I was so obsessed with Blockbuster.
Dang, you're a
Yeah,
Blockbuster stan.
Guys.
He like disappears off frame for a second, comes back with like a Blockbuster foam finger and a flag. I've been waiting for this.
I was picking up my spring actually, so oh crap, I keep dropping it.
The Blockbuster
I have
was
the
actually
Blockbuster like game.
it
Was
was
it
also like right across the street from the animal hospital, and so whenever we took my pets to the vet, I would be like, "Yo, can we go to Blockbuster?" We'd be like, "Lizzie, now is not the time."
Guys, I have a very unfortunate confession. I have
What's that?
I have no memories going into a Blockbuster when I was younger. I know.
What?
I know.
How dare you,
Dude. Okay.
Unbelievable.
No, for real though, I think what do you call
fired.
it? When I was younger, like the two dead stores I would always go to or ask to go to was Circuit City and Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
Rip Toys R
Rip
Us.
Toys R
Rip
Us's
Toys R
video game section was sick.
It was
like,
kinda
blue
sick.
and green,
Yeah.
and it was like a little cave.
And it had so many like actually like consoles you could try out.
Dude.
That was the first time I held a GameCube
I
controller.
remember picking out Bakugan packs in Toys R Us, and I was the coolest fucking dude. I strolled in with a cart, and like thinking I would get them all, I would just like scoop the 6-packs in. And like walk around the store until my mother found me and was like, "Yeah,
Said,
you can
"Nah,
have one
man."
of these." And I was like,
Oh, that's so funny. I can imagine you doing that,
Oh,
no
man.
doubt. So
those
after
aisles were so cool. They're so big.
They were
Al's Toy
so
Barn. What
huge.
about Al's Toy Barn?
I did not go
Al's
in Al's
Toy
Toy Barn.
Toys R Us
Yeah, I
who I
know,
only
'cause
shop
that's
at
from Toy
Al's
Story
Toys
2.
Barn.
Exactly. What about the? Oh, I thought it was Galaxy Toys. That's Kingdom Hearts 3 leaking through. I'm really sorry, guys. What a bad video game.
Ah,
Spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3? Maybe. I don't know anything about Kingdom
It's not a
Hearts,
spoiler
so-
at all.
I
Anyways,
figured.
Let's get back to talking about the body that might belong to Jennifer.
might be. I don't think it did. That's the point of the movie.
Oh yeah,
We're getting
was
ahead of
her-
ourselves.
It
Saying,
didn't,
I don't think that's the
it didn't
point.
belong to her. Was it really her body?
No, it
Not
was
after
Jennifer.
body
15 minutes.
It was
question.
Jennifer's body, but not herself. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh, you're right.
it was like a whole transcendental
Whoa, we're getting into
dealio.
philosophy.
Right, exactly.
But then does that make it
Jennifer's
if
body
Jennifer no longer occupies the body, does that mean it's no longer Jennifer's body because it's something else's body?
The body formerly owned by an entity named Jennifer. Yes, that's what's going on there. But it's not
Yes.
like a. We gotta talk about the movie.
Is
not
that like the
semantics of
artist
it.
formerly known as?
Yes. Okay, so
Okay, movie.
after the asylum
Sorry,
was
Lizzie.
yes
You look annoyed.
an intro.
Here, I'm just 12:30.
She's like, Aydin, shut the fuck up.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm present.
All right, so after the intro was the introduction to the high school, and I understand what you mean by Mean Girls vibes, but okay, for the people at home, I didn't watch Mean Girls until last year, because I was simping. Yeah, because I was simping. Again, I feel like Joseph is now gonna watch it because he's simping, but yeah, I know it was the first time I watched it.
What?
I'm sorry.
is
That's a
Mean
movie I've
Girls
been
the
meaning to
movie?
watch.
I
Actually.
happen to like Mean Girls. I
No.
just wanna
Yeah,
point
no,
that out.
I'm
I
like,
didn't
I
dislike-
think I should
Audrey.
watch. I just haven't
Never
yet.
seen it.
I didn't.
I feel like it is like just a moral obligation to watch Mean Girls like life.
I watched
Like-
Jennifer's Body before I watched Mean Girls. Just let that sink in.
I guess I did
That's-
too. Unfortunately.
I mean,
I-
like Mean Girls isn't
Yeah.
like a great movie, but it's just like a movie that
Hey,
like
hey,
everybody's
hey.
seen.
It's okay.
It's-
And
Good
also, I
movie.
mean, they made a friggin' musical about it. Like, it's like up there as far as like mandatory to like living a real life.
You have to watch Mean Girls or else.
You're not real unless you watch Mean Girls.
Yeah.
It's like how everyone born in Japan just is born caught up on One Piece. Everyone here is just born having seen.
But
Obviously.
yes, Jennifer's
Dude,
body had a
I-
hella Mean Girls vibe.
Vibe.
I can see that. My first note is, why does Megan Fox talk like that? I could not stand the way she
Because
spoke.
it was
so
early
annoying.
2000s. It was early 2000s.
I
man.
hated it. It sounded like a caricature of a
But
caricature.
Joseph, you're so salty, dude.
it was just annoying.
Do you think
It
she
was
said
annoying.
grody unironically?
I thought that Needy
Yeah, that made
was,
me
like, a
sad that I
nickname.
said Brody.
Well, I mean, it was a nickname, but I thought that Needy was like Megan Fox's character. Jennifer. I keep calling her Megan Fox instead of Jennifer, but whatever. Like
She's just Megan
Jennifer's
Fox.
like nickname for like Needy. Like I didn't realize Needy was like her common nickname
Right.
for a
What's
while.
her actual name?
Anita.
Anita.
That
dude.
Anita. That blew my
Oh,
mind.
that makes sense. That
You
I
didn't
don't
notice
have
that?
any other thoughts on that.
Anyways.
I mean, Lizzie, I think that's kind of the point of this movie is that you don't think of Jennifer, even though it's in the name. It's just Megan Fox.
True.
Because it's such a shitty movie. That is all they were banking on. They're like, hey, we're going to sexualize Megan Fox in a high school setting for you. All you horny ass early 2000s men get down to the theaters this instant. And they were
Yes.
like, good enough for me. Slapped Brendan Urie on there for
Yeah.
anyone with a little bit better of a crowd would want to see it. And then bada bing, bada boom, you make a shitty movie.
That
Sorry.
is what I know about the movie.
Okay, but
Pause.
speaking of actors being in this movie
Chris
and the
Pratt?
beginning of this movie, friggin' Chris Pratt was
Yeah.
I
in
know!
this
Christopher
movie.
Pratt.
And
I know.
was not expecting
I
that.
forgot
And then
that.
I was like, yo, it's Chris Pratt. Why is Chris Pratt here? And then like 10 seconds later, Chris Pratt was no longer there. I was
He
like,
fucking died, I
where
think.
did Chris
Didn't he
Pratt
die? Oh, wait.
go?
One of
That
my
was the
notes
most
alive.
is
Oh,
that
yeah.
Chris
movie
Pratt in all
Was
caps.
Chris Pratt just disappearing?
Right. You know, actually.
Wait, my second note.
Hmm?
My second note is that young Neil, because the actor who plays, I just called him Neil in my notes, but he's like Needy's boyfriend. I know from
Oh,
the Scott
Chip.
Pilgrim movie. Yeah, Chip. So I
Yes.
was
Oh,
invested
right.
in him solely because of the fact that his character was in the Scott Pilgrim movie, and like the character was basically the same as young Neil,
Yeah,
except like a little
basically.
less ironic.
He was
It was just the
shittier.
character
He was
played
shittier.
straight. Yeah.
This character was just the boyfriend, TM. You know, I really didn't feel much.
Yes.
This poor guy. This poor guy. Actually, he nut.
I did
and
kind
then
of
he
feel for
couldn't
him when he
nut.
died, but like,
Well, spoilers.
No, he
That's
was
getting
a
ahead of
dick.
ourselves.
I hated him with a passion.
sorry.
I didn't dislike him, but I
You
found no reason to
really?
like him.
I had to pause the movie and look up whether or not the main singer dude from the band was Jesse from National Treasure. I really thought it was him, but it was not.
That's actually kind of funny. I mean, I didn't think about that. Honestly, his
He is like he's in a lot, but like no one you'd ever heard of. Like his face is so familiar because he's an unimportant character in everything you've ever seen.
He's like
True.
a
The
character.
guy.
He's like character actor Margot Martindale.
who?
Who the fuck is Margot Martindale?
If people who, never mind.
I don't think anyone in the audience got that. If anyone did, please let us know in the
People
comments.
who watched BoJack would probably get that, and then also people who know a lot about character actresses.
I've never seen BoJack Horseman. I probably should. Oh, Joseph, don't blow into the mic. God damn it.
That's gonna suck for the
Joseph's
people
like,
at
you
home.
know what I love? Making Aydin edit.
I was making music with my Ramune.
Bad.
Sponsored,
No,
not
bad.
sponsored,
No,
but could
bad.
be.
Bad.
Maybe.
Please stop.
No, they will sponsor me and me alone. Invoke your sponsorship availability.
Yeah, they're gonna sponsor the white guy. Yep. Anyways,
Joseph is white as hell.
well, not actually white. To be fair.
Yeah, but
No,
like
he's-
physically,
No,
yeah.
he's Mexican. He's not white, but I'm Greek, not white. It's not
You're also Italian,
like it's. Yes, that's true.
which is also kind
But
of
white's not an ethnicity. If we're going by just skin color, Joseph's white.
true.
Okay, fair.
True, and yeah. So, we can just. I guess we can just skip right to the. I guess we can just skip right to the shitty concert with the shitty Through the Trees, being introduced. So, when you guys heard
What do you
this
mean? That
track,
was the best part of the movie.
when you guys heard Through the Trees, did you actually like kind of like the track, or did it just kind of hurt? Because in my opinion, it kind of hurt.
I was
I
just-
don't have anything notable to say about the track.
Yeah, I was just so distracted the first time that like he performed it and he was staring at Jennifer like the whole time. How creepy that was! Like
Yes.
I was just like, okay, at least be a little like cool about it. Like at least like glance
That
at the
guy?
other people in the crowd. You know,
Just staring
like,
directly.
I'm sorry, Lizzie.
Kinda sus.
I'm sorry,
glare
Lizzie.
daggers
Did you just say?
into her eyes.
Did you just say Clance? I'm just kidding.
What?
What?
I'm so confused, but like it made
Oh,
me
is that Keith and
have
Lance?
like
Ethan Lance, yes. Sorry.
yeah, but I had like a knee-jerk reaction of like fight or flight response,
Fight or
but I
flight.
had no idea what the joke was.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Honestly,
Okay, so the fire
yes.
was blowing my mind. I was like, I'm not an expert on fires and how they happen, but I'm pretty sure this is not what one would look like. There are people running on fire, and I'm like, dude, like, first of all, no one was noticing it. And I'm like, how is no one noticing? Except for Needy. And she didn't say anything. And I'm like, how's no one noticing it? And then the next second, like, there's like Chris Pratt or whoever, like, running around and is on fire. And I'm like, what? What? It was blowing
makes
my
perfect
mind.
sense to me. 10 out of 10 cinematography would watch again.
Totally believable. Yeah. Exactly. That's the point.
I started off this movie with the scene of her in the asylum, and I was like, oh, maybe this will be more enjoyable than I remember it. And then the concert scene happened, and I went, oh, I'm really gonna watch this movie again, aren't I? Like, her just following that stupid trail of like clearly a path of fire is like, what the god damn it. And then they crawl through the window and things are kind of on fire, but it's like filmed in a way that they're like trying to make you think there's more fire going
there
on,
actually
but
is,
like
yeah.
you can tell like that looks like there's like a 6-inch puddle of fire.
True.
People should not
Nothing-
like I don't believe that many people died in that fire.
I don't either.
You
The
know,
only way that I
Especially
could
because
kind
the
of
fire
justify
wasn't even like magical. It had nothing to do with
It
them.
did- it
sacrificing
It
her.
wasn't even
No,
cursed
it had
fire. It was
nothing
just
to do with them
normal fire.
fire
sacrificing
wasn't
her.
even magical.
I
But
still take it out of context. Ah.
no, but the only way that I justified like the quick spread of the fire was the fact that since they were in a bar, like there was alcohol everywhere, and I think
yeah, but in the rafters and the
In the rafters.
and the beams.
Thank you, George. Thank you.
I don't
No,
think
yeah.
so, man.
there was like, but everybody was like trampling each other. I mean, like I got like the sense of panic. Like I thought that it was generally well executed in that regard, but like it was a little bit okay.
Bro, but
Everything's on
it's-
fire now.
It spread in like 2 seconds. Also,
Yeah.
there was not enough people in that building when they started that concert
Right.
for someone to
right.
like get trampled
Mm.
and have that much commotion. There was maybe 25 people. It would have been like, there's a fire. Let's just kind of shuffle.
Yeah,
out of
right.
here.
So like, I
Because
see.
it wasn't a demon fire.
Right.
That's the most angering part. If it was a demon fire,
I would have
because
gotten
they had
it,
to
yeah.
sacrifice. I would have been like, cool. But no, it was just dumb.
It was just poorly
Yes.
written. Yes.
If it was a demon fire, I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, demons. But it was just a normal fire.
Demons.
Demon fire gets the thumbs up. Regular fire gets the,
True, and yeah, that's pretty true, man.
and that's on jaw.
Yes. Oh, you know what I really, really love to hate about this movie is its dialogue. Did you guys have any memorable lines from around like?
Yes.
Because I have so many quotes from this fucking movie. It's just astounding how many quotes I wrote down because it's so bad. Let me share with you the first one I have down is when Needy is describing the band leader to Chip. He was skinny and twisted and evil like this petrified tree, or no, it was narration. Like this petrified tree I saw when I was a kid. I'm like, that is just such good writing. I'm so blown away by it.
You know, one of my personal favorites is I'm gonna eat your soul and shit it out. Really, just poetry.
Wait, I wrote down 2 from early on. Okay, there's the part where Jennifer like takes the chicken out of the fridge and she goes like Needy's like freaking out, and then she goes, "My mom got that at the Boston market, and I'm not supposed to." And then she just like demonically screeches and devours the chicken. Like that was good. That was a good part. And then also right after like Jennifer leaves in that scene, she says, "I'd been up all night cleaning the carnage off the linoleum," and there's like a flashback to her like wiping all the
Scrubbing,
blood
yeah.
off of the
It's not
the-
blood,
the
it's black
ground.
stuff.
Black
Stuff.
Yeah, and I
Black
think there was
booze.
blood too because she was like leaking. But
It's kind of gross, dude.
Didn't mean that.
No, you're right. She was leaking.
What was she leaking, Lizzie?
There's a leak in the boat.
And I remember when you were cutting your knife with the bread, and then like you cut your hand and you started leaking.
That kind of leaking.
Ah, yes, leaking is really unfortunate.
I can't.
One of my favorite quotes in relation to leaking is when Jennifer gets stabbed and she goes, "And you went got a tampon.
Oh, I
You
remember
look like you're
that.
stuffing. You look like you're stuffing."
Because that was the kind of leaking I was thinking of. But anyways,
I also
what I was
wait.
gonna say was there's the flashback when she's cleaning the ground, the floor, and she has all
And she
the
goes,
lights off.
"Shit, I leaked."
Like, but this bothered me so much. Okay, I felt like Jordan picking up like little details about things that
Yeah,
nobody else would pick up on.
Exactly.
But
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It
You're
doesn't make
observant.
sense.
You're
how
observant. It's fine. It's a good quality.
but anyways, the I'm sorry, I was kidding.
Guess
But
that finger.
she's cleaning up the floor in the dark, and it's like she says she was doing it all night, but like she's cleaning the floor
The
in her
same
kitchen.
spot.
Yeah, in the dark.
In
Like,
the
turn
dark.
on the light. Like, why can't you, like,
She
flip
has
the
night
switch?
vision.
It's for the vibe, Lizzie. It's for the vibe.
Look, her character
You know what,
sheet
really
says she
aesthetic.
has dark vision up to 30 feet. Okay, she's fine.
Oh, I didn't know Needy was some
Wait,
form of
I have
elf.
two that I loved. They took her in a spooky van with the windows all blacked out. Did you get the model? I don't know. Chip, an 89 rapist.
An 89
I
rapist?
don't
Yeah,
know
I
why
wrote
that-
that down.
Wait, and then this is my Jordan line. Knock it off, Camille. You knock it off, Chip. You're a penis cheese.
Well, I don't even
You're a
remember that
penis
line.
cheese, dude. That was a thing that they wrote in the script.
Oh yeah.
Remember just playing the piano? You're a penis cheese.
I liked the Satan is our only hope line from the band. I thought it was so. I'll get to that when we get there, but I have thoughts about that moment.
All right, so
I just want to complain briefly about Jennifer being so annoying because
She's so
like, the whole
annoying.
beginning of the movie was like the movie was so unnecessary. Like,
Yes.
like
she's watching a workout video from the 80s, by the way. That was totally...
bro,
So,
it's
Lizzie,
should we
1 in the
release
morning.
this? I mean, it seems pretty like unnecessary. I don't know why we even do that. Well, we sunk a couple $1 million into it. Yeah, but like, doesn't it just feel like unnecessary? Lizzie, that seems kind of unnecessary.
Okay.
Lizzie, you crying is creating an extremely insignificant creak on the desk.
I knew. I was like, he's gonna bring up insignificant creek as soon as you were like beating into the unnecessary bit.
Joseph, didn't you just love that Aydin turned the Voltron episode into 2 parts, so I got to use Insignificant Creek in the title anyways, even though I didn't plan to?
Hold on, let me just beat this dead horse.
I want to explain. I want to explain why I said it was unnecessary. It's
Yes.
because the whole movie did not need to have happened if Jennifer wasn't so stupid.
You're
as
right.
To get into that van.
No, okay,
Like-
wait, whoa. In
He didn't
defense of
even,
the
like,
movie.
he was just like, "Oh, you want to go to the van?" And she didn't do anything.
In defense of the movie, she seemed to be hypnotized in a way they didn't explain. Yeah?
Yeah.
But it also had nothing to do with the fire. It literally, she was like having PTSD, and then she drank like some of his drink. It was dumb as shit. She didn't listen to her friend. Dude, Jennifer deserved to die. Okay, she got in with strangers. She literally told Amanda what's-her-face to fuck off as they were leaving. At that point, if you want to die, just die. Like, you're fine. Goddamn.
True, and yeah.
Assuming the drink was like drugged or something, but like even
But
Yeah, but
he
she was
drank out
already...
of it too.
Yeah, he drank out of it too, the same drink.
did he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, either way, she was annoying and she annoyed me.
I
and
hated her the whole
the
time.
movie didn't have to have happened. Wait, the movie didn't have to happen if like she wasn't so stupid.
You're right.
Also, one other
Lizzie's
thing
writing,
I just really
Dear 20th Century Fox, your 2009 summer cinema flick, Jennifer's Body, did not need to happen. Period.
That's a sentence.
One other thing I just want to complain about briefly is like the part where Needy has a flashback of them being in the sandbox together and Jennifer had like a piece of like metal in her hand or something and was bleeding, and the way that they set that up, okay, maybe it was just me, but the way that they set it up was right when like Jennifer was acting weird, and it almost implied that the reason why Jennifer was acting so weird was because of this little piece of metal that had like gotten into her bloodstream, because Jennifer goes, "You better not tell my mother," or whatever. Like, yeah, like
Yes, the Satan metal.
Yeah.
she's eating people because she has tetanus.
Oh yes, the devil's infection, tetanus. Don't you know we get tetanus shots so we don't get contaminated by Satan himself?
Obviously.
I'm literally
Oh
crying.
my god.
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
Anyways, I'm done
why do you let
complaining
me
now.
speak? Stop letting me talk.
Okay, so unpopular opinion, personal opinion. Megan Fox covered in blood is kind of hot. Is that just me?
That's
I'm not
an
into
unpopular-
that.
I gotta go.
I didn't mean for me. I just know. Period. It's not an unpopular opinion because that's not even the aesthetic of the movie. Like people keep. Like that's part of why this
Okay,
movie
low
has
The
this
key-
thing,
aesthetic.
and people are
Low
into
key,
it.
when she
I'm
had that
not.
creepy bloody smile, like, like the fear boner is a thing, and like it's like she would probably kill me, but it'd be a great time first, and then that I think that's like, because she's gonna kill me anyway. Might as well enjoy the way out. That is my
True,
like.
and yeah, that's pretty true.
That's how I'll take it.
I'm
Yep.
not gonna agree on that one. The gore, not into it.
Yeah, you're right. The when she was vomiting blood goo, that was probably prime.
By the way,
Or even better was needy crying on the floor and mopping up the black goo. That's where
In the
it's at
dark.
right there.
that's peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, by the way, for the
That's-
people at home, and I guess Lizzie, since I haven't told her, I don't even know if you guys know, but what do you call it? I remember back when like the first Transformers came out. I think Megan Fox was the first celebrity that made me realize like, oh, I'm definitely straight. I'm definitely
I
straight.
don't think you told me that.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing Transformers 1. I'm like, whoa, this girl is ridiculously
So
pretty.
gorgeous.
And I'm like,
Bro, I mean, the shot of her over Bumblebee would just like work.
Right,
Not
exactly.
it was the truck. You know
Yeah.
exactly the shot I'm talking
exactly the
about.
shot.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, it's like
Every man's young dream.
when you're like 6-year-old me watching Transformers for the first time, you haven't seen women dressed like that yet. But then when you do, it's like, you know what I mean?
I mean, so like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Underworld, the Underworld series,
no.
but those were like the. So the first R movie I ever watched was Chud, Carnivorous Humanoid Underground Dwellers. It's an old '80s movie. That's besides the point. But the Underworld series.
Mine was
like,
Total
the first
Recall.
R movies
Aw.
I ever got to like watch. I was so in love with Kate Beckinsale as a child that Megan Fox was like thrown to the ground immediately. Kate
Wait, who's
Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale?
She's like 50 now. Like I grew up way too into older women because then Scarlett Johansson came and I was like, well, I'll take the next one. Goddamn.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
that's
Joseph, do you remember
I
yours?
don't know who this is.
Joseph, do you remember yours?
I don't.
Betty White.
I didn't have a libido until late. So
Very late. Oh my god.
Joseph had a Golden Girls poster on his door that he just kissed before bed every night.
True.
I did not.
True. Lizzie, do you remember your first celebrity crush?
My first celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Michael
Maybe
Bolton.
like probably like Cole Sprouse. Or, like,
Valid. Actually, very valid.
actually, probably okay. Cole Sprouse and Alex Turner around the same time.
That's
I was
valid.
Alex
Alex Turner,
Who?
Arctic Monkeys lead singer.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
His voice. Okay.
There's the libido.
Yeah, Joseph and Lizzie are both like Alex Turner.
I simp for Alex Turner and Patrick Stump. Okay.
Fair.
What
Very
about Brendan
fair. Bro,
Urie?
I simped real hard for Vanessa Hudgens
Me?
and Selena Gomez.
Me too.
Oh,
Like, I don't think I'll ever feel love the way I did for Vanessa Hudgens as a child.
Fair. Actually,
No one
so
will
fair.
ever love me as much as I thought Vanessa Hudgens loved me when I was 6.
Wait, hold on. I'm writing that down.
and that's a fact.
Oh,
That's really funny.
I hate you.
Wait, so what happens next in this movie?
So, yeah,
like, I
where were
genuinely
we?
don't remember.
Yeah. So the
What
town.
happened?
the town Devil's
don't
Kettle works through the tragedy of the thing, right? And then I
Yeah.
like to make a note of what the teacher said. Now more than ever, put aside your teenage concern about who's a cool dude or who's a hoe.
I remember hearing that line, and I was like, I can't tell if this movie is like trying to be ironic or like if it's actually just super bad. Was it supposed to be like a comedy horror, or was
It's
it
supposed to be a comedy
straight
horror. It was supposed to be a comedy
Okay.
horror. Yeah.
That kind of
Alright,
ruins it for me
over
because
here on the
I
left.
liked it.
We got cool dudes, and then over there on the right, we got the hoes. Pick which one.
High school dichotomy. The dichotomy of social
We got
classes
the
in high
cool
school.
dudes, and we got the hoes.
I liked
There's
the
no-
movie better thinking that it was just trying to be like a straight like horror thriller slasher thing, and that the dialogue was just that bad. And then I found out that it was also trying to be a comedy, and I'm like, that kind of ruins it for me because now I know they're trying to be dumb and stupid.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is true.
but its comedic moments were not good when you realize they're on purpose.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly. They were
exactly.
only funny when you thought
I-
it wasn't supposed to be funny.
Although
Like, even if so. Sorry, go ahead, Lizzie.
there was one part that I really liked, but Aiden, continue because we'll get there.
Oh, so like I understand that probably a lot of the humor of like shit being a shitty boyfriend and pretty much every dude, like Jordan, you know how much I don't care about like what people say generally, but like this movie had so much like even of the male like characters you're supposed to like, they were just like so sexist and just like
It'd be like that.
talking
It's
weird the
2009,
entire
man.
movie that I like,
Actually didn't
but
mind
like
shit.
more so,
More
dude,
so,
it was
yeah.
like, but it's done in a way that like it's not even being like, even if they were trying to be funny, they don't deliver it in a funny way to where it just feels like weird comments in passing. That
Yeah.
even I was like,
Okay,
it's
buddy.
like super bad, like a movie of that time to like compare it to. Does it in like funny ways? and I
Superbad
at
is
least
so
enjoy the
funny.
characters. Well,
Superbad's
Superbad's
good.
just an amazing movie.
Also,
But you know what I
another
mean,
movie,
like, there is-
another movie I didn't watch until last year because I was simping. Anyways, go on. I know, right? But at least I liked it, so go on.
I thought you would see Superbad.
I
yeah.
know, right? Okay, go on.
That was it. That was the end of my thought. Lizzie, you go now.
Yeah.
And there was one intentionally funny bit that I found pretty hysterical. I think it was like
Was
my
it the
favorite
abortion
part of
joke?
the movie.
Because same.
But it's later on, so I don't know if I should talk about it now or later. But
Yeah, just Lizzie.
I
just
mean,
throw
might
it
as
out
well.
there.
We're not really
okay,
talking about it in
it's
order.
the part where they
I'm
start
trying.
singing the Jenny song, the phone number Jenny song,
Oh.
while they're sacrificing her to
Oh.
Satan. Because I freaking loved that. That was the only part of the movie where I was like crying. Like that was. Yes, I loved that. I was obsessed with that bit. I loved the
didn't-
part where she got sacrificed to Satan.
75309. Bro, that was amazing because it goes from them like seriously being like, I don't know if we should do this, and then she's like, "Don't kill me." He goes, "You know what, Jennifer?" And they all just start fucking 868367309 and fucking stabbing, and you're like watching. I had the subtitles on, and it has that shot of like her like perspective of being stabbed, and just repeatedly seeing the number on the screen. I don't know what it was. Just fucking killed me.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot to
Yes.
mention. How I like that they included that that Jennifer had a Fall Out Boy poster. But how do you think they felt? I bet they asked them to be an OST.
And then Fall Out Boy was like,
but then
no.
they said, but then they probably said like, yeah, hell nah, man. Can you imagine? Okay. Anyways, after
Okay,
that,
but the Panic song, it slaps.
God,
Like,
it's so good.
Well, yeah, New Perspective is an
Perspective is
amazing
good.
song.
It's so good. Anyways, the next part is the next noteworthy part is when the poor football player dies. The poor linebacker
Oh,
dies.
yeah, that
she
happened.
she eats a dude who's in mourning. Also,
That was
I like
kinda
did not
fun.
give a
she's
bit of a fuck,
like,
to be
your
honest.
best friend just died. Do you want to have sex?
she also killed the dude, the exchange
Oh, the
student.
foreign
Yeah.
exchange student.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just
Ahmed,
like, yo,
no!
no.
nobody knows
What
he's
the
alive,
heck?
so I'm just
Ahmed
gonna-
from India.
That had the same energy to me as like the Mean Girls part of like, if you're from Africa, why are you white? And
Why are you
that's
white,
why
yeah.
this movie reminds me of Mean Girls. Okay, it has the same
It's
kind
like
of
I have
comedy.
ESPN or something.
But yeah, that part was kind of sketchy. I didn't enjoy.
I was so
watching her
uncomfortable.
murder him. I didn't enjoy a lot of. I actually just the thing that ruined this movie the most for me was were like the sexual scenes, because I felt like they just didn't fit the movie.
It was
like,
so
I mean,
uncomfortable.
I feel like the movie didn't fit the movie.
True.
Actually,
Because this movie is unnecessary.
I can elaborate on that.
Well, what I was just say this quickly, but like the Jennifer's body and Jennifer being like sexual or whatever, and like her whole character being like that is one thing in and of itself. But then like all of the like sexual scenes outside of it just felt weird, especially like Needy and her boyfriend. I hated that scene.
I was
It
so
was
uncomfortable.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No one.
This end? Can this please
Neither of them
end?
like. It was the weirdest. Like, no one really made any sort of like facial expressions to like. It was just kind of like. Like I
screams and runs out of his house.
and then they never talk about it again. That was like the last time.
Yeah.
And then what do you call it? Chronologically, that was right after she breaks up with him, and I can imagine it's going through his head. It's just like, was it because I did something wrong in bed?
That's a good Chip impression.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Joseph?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like the movie, like, it wants to be like a dumb high school comedy, and also like this thriller horror slasher thing at like the same time, and like it doesn't balance those two things well at all. Like, it fails completely as like a horror movie, because I get scared easily, and there was no point in this movie where I was even like remotely uncomfortable in a scared kind of way. Maybe in an awkward or uncomfy kind of way.
In an awkward, like PDA kind of way.
Yeah, not like.
I think that. Sorry, go ahead.
But not like in like a scary kind of way. And then the jokes were like subpar.
Jokes. Because you know humor.
Jokes
For the
in
people at home, Joseph knows humor, obviously.
I do not claim to know humor.
I honestly think the movie suffers from kind of a Spider-Man 3 syndrome, although let's assume that if it was done correctly, the writing would be better, because if the dialogue was like
palpable,
watchable at all, yeah, thank you, that's a better word.
Yeah.
Then it really is just suffering from trying to do too much at once, which
Dude,
is the like.
that's
not
literally
being able to
Spider-Man
pick.
3.
Which is Spider-Man 3, because Spider-Man 3 could have been really good, but they had 3 separate villains and 3 separate storylines they were trying to run at once.
Right.
And it all got over itself. Just quick tangent. I gotta say, everyone gives so much shit to that scene of Tobey Maguire dancing.
I loved
If
it!
Peter Parker... Okay, because if Peter Parker, the nerdy-ass, like, science student, if he thinks he's cool, because that's all Venom is doing, is making him think he's a cooler version of himself. He's not like actually cooler, so he's doing dumb shit because he thinks it looks cool, which is why I love that. It's not, like,
Yeah, obviously, exactly, dude. I don't know why.
That's all I have to say.
I really don't know why people throw shit to that scene of all things in that movie, because I loved it, especially when I was a kid.
It's iconic.
Exactly. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so I was wondering. I put here. Since when do deer eat entrails? Since when do deer eat human entrails? That was one thing I was wondering.
That your deer was snapping
I
on it.
also like it came to me now. The what do you call it? The football players like parents. And it was, by the way, his dad, played by Marshall's dad. That was interesting, by the way. How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, sorry. I haven't watched all of
Same
that.
actor. But yeah. His the dad's little like rant, like, I'm gonna get you. I thought that was extremely unnecessary and could have totally been
It was
cut out. Like, what did that do for the
like
movie?
It was supposed to be a funny joke, and then it just felt weird and unnecessary.
Yes, Aiden.
Miss Booth, I have a question.
I refuse to answer to that in this setting.
I have a question.
But you acknowledged it.
You did acknowledge it. That's enough for me. I talk in class anyway.
True! Actually true.
Are there carnivorous deer up in the East Coast? If there is human entrails, would they eat them?
Maybe if it was rabid. I mean, like, I can imagine a rabid deer eating, like, roadkill.
But does a
or
rabid
something.
deer make it desire meat? Like, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like, are deer carnivorous at all?
I don't know. I mean, there are deer everywhere, and I don't want to think of them as like wanting to eat me because I don't want to like see a deer and be like, "Yo, that deer wants me dead."
I want a 3-page report on my desk by Friday. Which is technically 2 days ago by the time this gets released, so I need it already.
Yes, he will put Aydin will put the PDF in the comment section.
I'm good.
Boom! Look
I
at this
don't
PDF.
Want to do that. I'm not going to do that. Just.
Oh, it's okay,
That's
Lizzie. You're fired.
All right, so the next.
I'm kidding. I love you. I'm sorry.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so the next part is a month later, and then what do you call it? Jennifer's all hungry and shit, and the low shoulder is like what do you call it? Saying their 3% of their earnings is going to relief, and I'm like, great.
Oh,
3%.
I saw that 3%.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
that's pretty
3%.
epic. And I realized,
and then everyone was like, they're heroes. And then, oh wait, no, there was a quote. Did I write down the quote that like the Asian chick said?
I literally wrote these low shoulder fans are like modern day armies. But anyways, go on.
They were talking about what's her name? Needy was talking about how like, oh, they're like actually jerks, and then the one chick was like, no, they're heroes. And then she said, "It's true. It's on the Wikipedia." I hated that line so
I like how they zoomed in on the teacher making a face. It's like the punch. There's a secondary punchline to the joke that students will get because teachers will always say, "Don't use Wikipedia," right? They like had the punchline with the Wikipedia, and then they showed the teacher's face. Anyways. What'd you guys think of the clearly emo guy with the Green Day haircut and the rosary and
I liked him until he started simping for Jennifer, and then he
that came out basically.
It felt so like it
was definitely fours.
Yeah, it felt like I had no idea. Why did you? It makes no sense to me that you like this girl. Where is this coming from? And it felt like it was just a setup for him to die. And
I put great now the emo kid is gonna die.
Oh, I have an epic quote from when he was asking her out. She says, Jennifer goes, "I just got Aquamarine on DVD. It's about this girl who's half sushi. I guess she has sex through a blowhole or something." I'm like, was that supposed to be funny? I laughed.
I hate how all of her lines are just like about sex. Like that's her whole personality. She's like, I like sex.
Because they wanted all the horny boys to watch the movie. Obviously. In November.
Because they put Megan Fox in the movie, and that was.
But she could talk about other things.
Right. She was actually
not a 2009 Megan Fox, definitely.
I guess.
What do you mean? She was kind of a character in Transformers. What do you mean?
I didn't watch Transformers, so I can't argue for or against that.
My only memory of her from Transformers 2, which is the best one, is and then when they teleport through the gate and she lands on the college roommate's nuts. And
I remember that.
Joke, and
yes,
that's it.
I remember that. Oh, I remember. I also remember.
I can tell you she did. Oh, and then I can also do her looking at the Transformers.
I'm so sorry, audio listeners, but that was funny as fuck. Oh, I also remember the scene.
I never watched Transformers, but I can picture that.
I also remember. I also have like a little 2-second instance in my head where she's like the obvious shot like down her stomach. She's like hot wiring a car, and then this dude's like, "You can hot wire a car? That's so hot." I'm like, "Wow, buddy."
Oh yeah. Wasn't that after they met Stanley Tucci?
Yeah. I think so.
I also love that Stanley Tucci is in Transformers. I just want to point that out. Wait, it's Stanley Tucci, right?
I
It's the
thought
bald guy, but it might not be the correct bald guy.
I don't remember. This is, I mean, Transformers 2 is not a good movie. So.
Oh, thank God it is Stanley Tucci. Okay, I'm good.
Anyways,
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. Okay.
yeah. Anyways, after this scene is like the awkward sex scene and the poor emo kid getting killed. What did you guys think of that Snoop Dogg song playing in the background when he got there?
Oh, I did not.
I don't. There was a Snoop Dogg song playing. I remember I was kind of into the cover that the emo kid was playing when he was driving.
Oh yeah.
there.
What do you think? I can see clearly now that he's gone. Yeah. Where did Aydin go?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what he
I
said.
remember literally one song, Jordan. I remember New Perspective because I was waiting for it. That is all I could tell you about the sound from this.
They only. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but they only played that song for like 20 seconds in the entire movie too. Like they didn't even play.
It was just like on the radio in the background. I
But
hate
then
it when
it
they have like a
became louder.
tie-in song and it's barely even in the movie.
But then they got but then it got louder when Needy was. putting
Oh
on her
yeah,
dress.
and then they did
Let's
that
get
thing
there.
where
Let's
it
get there
goes
real
from
quick.
like background music to like music that's only
Right.
for the audience. I forget what the term is for that.
Aydin, do you remember the term? No. Okay.
You're the one that watches Sideways too. I would imagine you knew.
Oh, I don't remember. I could have sworn I knew. I learned. From
Bro,
the
they
Sideways
should
video,
have
but-
done like an alternative rock fucking album with just like everybody and done like a Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse kind of thing, or like the Black Panther the album.
That album would have
Oh,
slapped. I
That
would have
actually
been
would've
like,
kind of cool.
I would have been like, this movie's not good, but the album.
Bro, I'm
but
gonna go back in
that was
time
just
and
New
join the
Perspective.
Jennifer's Body music team.
But what do you mean, dude?
Sorry, my
Fall Out
voice
Boy.
is so scratchy right
Fall Out Boy probably rejected them, so it couldn't have happened without Fall Out Boy. And then what? What was next? My Chemical Romance. They got all time low.
now. Yes, maybe some Green Day.
And then Green.
I don't
Day.
know if My Chemical Romance would have done it because didn't they reject Twilight,
Oh, they. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
which is
I
very
did not
funny.
Paramore would have done it. Paramore would have done it because they did Twilight.
They had
Oh,
Haley
I guess
Williams.
so.
They had Haley Williams in there, by the
Okay,
way.
but Decode was awesome.
I don't
so.
remember that one. So.
Sure.
But anyways,
Sorry, let's talk about the movie.
Yeah. So after that
Yes.
was the slow burn of that girl on girl kissing scene. Did you guys have any?
Oh, wait, hold on. I had thoughts about Emo Kid.
Oh yeah. What about this emo kid? Yes, go on.
Basically, I was so like he approaches this clearly abandoned house.
Yes.
And I was like, I would have gone home at that point. Like if
Yeah.
I pulled up to an abandoned house, I was like, okay, I just got pranked. I
But
would have
Joseph-
gone home and like listened to MCR if I was Emo Kid.
But Joseph. But
I
Joseph.
was also just so confused as to why he just like ventured through
But Joseph-
like the abandoned building. Like he
Yes.
kept going.
but
He didn't
Joseph-
even call her. He was like, okay, this is the place.
I know, he looked at the text message and then didn't even disregard it. He's like, I'm at the right address. Anyways, Joseph, but what if important point that like that counter argument,
Okay, I think I know what it is, but go ahead.
but is she making Fox hot?
Dagnabbit, I knew that was the argument.
Right? I'm sorry.
I would have at least called. I would have been like, yo, is this the right place? And then maybe if he did that and she was like, yeah, it is, then I would have been like, okay. But he just goes into the abandoned house and like explores it. And he's like, this isn't fishy at all.
It's not.
So they try to. I thought they were trying to play into like he's an emo kid, so he's
I
into it.
guess.
But then they also take that back like 30 seconds later because he jumps at the rats, and I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
inconsistent.
then she makes that
movie.
comment
Mm-hmm.
where she's like,
Don't
I
you
thought
like
emo
this
kids
kinda
were,
stuff?
Into
Does she
rats or
like this
whatever.
kind of stuff? And she just grabs his nuts. The amount of, if I had $1 for every time she grabbed a dude's nuts in this movie, I could probably break even with the movie's budget.
It wasn't really that many times. I
She-
thought there
No, it
was
was
like
a-
maybe
Grabbed
like
like 3 dudes by the nuts. Like,
Yeah.
hold on.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So,
Oh
girl
my
on girl
God.
kissy.
Why do you
it
have
felt
to say
very
it like
out of
that?
nowhere.
Yeah,
it felt very
so
out of place.
it was so
It
out of place.
know how I
Jordan,
felt
don't
about
ever
that whole
say
storyline.
girl on girl kissy kissy.
Because at first I got like annoyed at it because I was just like, why is she just kissing her? Like they had this whole thing. Like, why is this happening? But then she got mad and pushed off of her.
Right.
Then I was just like, okay, like at least that happened. If that hadn't happened, I would have been like, what is happening? But like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of fit like with the storyline because like she was like, it's interesting. I don't know. I think it would be interesting to hear from the actress how she interpreted like Needy's sexuality. Because like, I don't know. I thought that was like a kind of interesting plot line.
There was something interesting
yeah.
in this movie to you? Sorry.
There was no resolution to that at all though.
There
Like
wasn't.
it just it did not need to happen. To quote
Yeah.
to quote a wise woman, the whole thing was just unnecessary. Like,
Your movie was
it was really dumb. They just can't like they touch on her like being gay like 3 times.
gay.
And then that's it. And it's just like a pass off joke. But then like they just make out and nothing comes of it or happens. It's so dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, flashback as to after that was flashback. Yes.
I have thoughts on this.
Yes.
So I wrote down. I forget exactly at what point I wrote it down, but it was between emo kid dying and the flashback.
Kissy.
What?
Girl on girl.
I don't know if
kissy,
it was
kissy.
at that point.
Oh yeah, that was in between. Go on.
So I was like, what if the band made her a demon so they could capitalize off the town's tragedy, Lamau? I said that as a joke, right?
And that's exactly.
And then it gets into the flashback, and then I wrote in all caps, they literally try to sacrifice her to Satan so they can be successful. I was joking when I said that.
Yep.
Do you know how hard it is to be an indie band nowadays?
Bro,
So much.
Line. If you don't get on Letterman or some R-word soundtrack, you're screwed. And I'm just like, what are you saying about Panic, man? They got on some R-word soundtrack.
I think
Were
that
they
was the
indie
point.
at that point, though? They weren't really indie.
No,
Were they?
because that was just
I-
after
Vices and Virtues.
their
Wasn't it?
first album.
Oh, it was after the first one. Yeah.
Was it after their first?
Vices and Virtues was 2011.
2011? Yeah.
Was it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
but
wasn't a
this
Fever
was
You
the
Can't
part-
Sweat Out 2009?
Well, I don't remember. That's a good
Was
question.
it post God?
I
What?
gotta look this up now.
Yeah.
Because the music
Fever.
video is just Brendan Urie, and then I forget the guy's name, but the
2005
second
was a Fever. 2005.
Really, I'm way off.
Yeah. Oh, Pretty Odd was 2008. Pretty Odd was 2008.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Glad we cleared that up. What were you saying, Lizzie?
I'm just happy that we get to talk about this part because of the 8675309
309.
stabbing. I was so obsessed with that. That was my favorite part of the movie. I loved that. That it was so stupid that it was so good. Like
Obviously.
I loved it.
It was super.
I liked
super
the scene a lot more when I thought it was trying to be serious. And then I found out it wasn't, and I was like, never mind, that takes everything fun out of it.
All right, so after this flashback, it was basically what Needy doing research, and then the dance coming up, and then the breakup, and then I wrote it down. Timestamp 1:17:35. The only timestamp that matters. New perspective.
Yes. Although, can I just say, New Perspective is not the best one-off Panic appearance song. They have a song for Batman Arkham City Asylum.
Oh, that's a good one.
Arkham City.
I know which
it's
one you're
called
talking about.
Mercenary.
Oh
It
right,
is
Mercenary.
That one,
way
that
better.
one's
It
also
is
good.
hype as
Bro.
shit.
Okay,
But New
but
Perspective is awesome.
But who's
But.
the Batman by Patrick Stump in the Lego Batman movie?
Yes.
Banger.
Absolute banger. George, you can't deny it's heat.
That goes hard. I didn't even know it was Patrick Stump until after I'd watched the movie.
Yeah,
Like I saw it and I was like, "Holy crap, this is Patrick Stump!"
Speaking
It's
of,
hype.
speaking of appearances, Lizzie, did you see what do you call it? That animated movie starring Will Smith about the spies?
Spies in Disguise.
Spies in Disguise. That's what it was called.
I
Did you
haven't
watch-
watched that yet. I kind
You
of
did
want to
not?
watch it still.
I
saw that.
I watched it solely for the reason that I heard Twice was in it, or they were playing a Twice
is
song
in
in
it?
it. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
know that.
It played Knock Knock in this fucking movie.
I
Knock,
saw
knock?
that
Knock,
movie. I saw that movie last Christmas. In a
You know?
non-sober state, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like,
Can I
straight
just
up, I'm pretty sure I was the only person in the theater laughing out loud, but it made me laugh out loud.
Dude, can I
So
just
would
say
recommend you go see it.
Can I just say they got Will Smith to say "that's hot" on a script? That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
Wait, okay. One of my favorite gifts ever comes from that movie. I've shown Lizzie it already, but let me.
Oh,
I'll
I
send
know
it in
what
the
it is.
Discord.
You sent Lizzie this gift before me?
Before
Yes.
me?
Yo,
crap,
yo,
where is it?
I see. I guess I'm just your editor, Joseph.
Iron
I
out
guess
some
I'm just
rules
your
about
editor.
this man, because he's mine. Ooh,
Ooh.
shit. Let
Crap,
me
where is it?
consult the sacred texts. real-
Dang nabbit, we're bringing the sacred text
Not
bit
again.
back.
Please no.
Please.
PTSD.
Yeah,
Joseph, are you sending it?
What?
Are you
Joseph.
sending it?
I'm trying to find it.
I know I was buying time until he could find it, and it took him a really long time.
No,
so now
Well,
the
Joseph
bit's
is
long
looking-
and it's
Go
fast.
Okay, well,
while
Joseph is looking for it, I have a quick rant. I like to point out that the inclusion of Knock Knock in Spies in Disguise was really, really bad because it was just a that.
Wait, let's just talk about Jennifer's body because I don't know this song.
No, it's not. It's what do you
Wait,
mean
have I heard Knock Knock?
Yes, it's a title track. We did it for the Twice episode.
Can you
Anyways, it's
hum
not
it
a-
for me?
Na 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 na
My door.
Yeah, exactly that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Can I be honest? I really just wanted you to do that.
I hate you. Anyways, so
Oh, I found the GIF.
Oh, okay,
GIF?
you can send it then. I just
GIF.
found it, but I had to
GIF?
scroll through our old text messages.
GIF. No, seriously, quick rant. It's not a matter of the song itself that they chose. It was a matter that they chose twice because the same way they included As If It's Your Last in Justice League. It's like I feel like they used K-pop as a matter of showing that this character is weird, and I really didn't like that
When did they play it? If
in
Dang,
Justice
this
League.
No, Lizzie.
In Justice League.
No. Wait.
What?
When did they
This
play
is GIF. This is GIF.
Gi-
It's GIF. You remember that.
I'm sorry,
This is GIF, Lizzie.
Lizzie.
Look
do you
into
know,
my soul.
Lizzie, do you know what the G stands for?
Graphic.
We're
or
gonna have
something.
this
Oh, it's
discussion.
graphical, right? It's graphical, not graphical.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like,
okay.
listen, man, I just like saying GIF. It brings me joy, just like shipping.
Eminem
I'm
GIF.
sorry. You mean go?
And
Okay, sorry.
I just really hate that you guys just try and like kill my joy all the time.
That's kind of.
Also, my eyes have been tearing.
Lizzie, if you
so
were
much
happy, how
this
could we
whole
function?
time. And like, I could literally play this off as me like just sobbing right now. So
No happiness
Oh
here.
God! Wait, no. She already fake cried last time. I felt bad even though I knew it was fake.
I actually cried last episode. Anyways, yeah. Rant over. That's it.
Okay, I sent
hate,
it.
I hate that they included K-pop as a way to show that the character is weird.
I don't know why mine didn't send like that.
It
but-
sent weird. No, I looked it up in the GIF thing that Discord has in it. Anyway,
Joseph, I love that. I wish you could show that to the visual listeners because now I feel like they've just listened to that for
such
no
a
reason.
good GIF.
I'm
Excuse
gonna
me.
post that on the Dude You Have an Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. So they can see it.
Okay.
Lizzie, who's waiting for me to finally follow directions, like, yeah, dumbass.
That's kind of fucked up, Lizzie. I can't believe you'd think that.
No, I didn't mean to laugh that hard. It was just funny.
It's kind of fucked up, Lizzie.
Please, my eye. Do you see these tears?
Oh my God, Lizzie!
I guess it's Lizzie's turn. I did it last time.
Lizzie's like, I will build this insignificant creek if it's the last thing I do.
I swear.
Insignificant Creek merch available now for only $19.95.
Only
So, yeah,
1995?
Is that with or without shipping?
Without.
Plus shipping and handling.
Dag nabbit.
Ah, got him. For real though, plus shipping and handling. Oh, so okay. Anyways, back to the movie. So
Okay, where do we leave off?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
or
I don't
the
know.
spring formal.
Oh, the dance. I thought the line was kind of okay. The way Chip talked, I feel like actual like high schoolers from
The
2000
2000s.
whatever
Nine.
would talk like that. Like,
Like?
maybe I'm wrong, but like I could definitely see like a 2009 high schooler talking the way he talks. There was a line I wrote down where she was like, "We can't go to the prom or homecoming or whatever the dance was because Jennifer's
The
killing
dance.
people and that's no bueno." And then
That's
he
no-
was like, I forget what he said, but then he started talking about the corsage and he was like, "Oh, I order your corsage. It's an orchid.
It's an orchid.
$8."
I'm sorry, Napoleon.
Okay, he's got like Napoleon vibes. It's just like a little less wrong.
corsage.
Gosh,
It's an orchid.
It was like
God,
$12.
just let me give you my
Bro, he's
give you my
like
massage.
$12 on an orchid for you.
Hot take:
Oh.
orchids are actually ugly.
Whoa,
Whoa! First Utara,
You're
then
That
Jim.
is too controversial. I'm going to send
Now
the
orchid.
entire botany fandom after your ass, Lizzie.
We're gonna get canceled by botanists
The
now.
botany fandom.
I swear to God.
Listen, I love
Botany
flowers.
of America, the BAA is coming after us.
I
Wait,
genuinely
no, the
love
botany
flowers.
enveloping
Fla-
entertainers, because then they're the bees.
The bees are coming for us.
The bees are coming.
That reminds me of the episode of Black Mirror with like the bees.
Oh yeah,
You know
so
that episode?
Episode with bees.
Hated
and-
in the Nation. It's like my
Hated in the
favorite
I haven't
Nation.
seen
episode.
that
it was
one.
pretty cool. It was pretty good.
It's so good.
Cancel culture, but visualized in the form of Black Mirror. Yes,
And bees.
and bees.
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 Murderous bees.
Aydin. Bees, Churger.
Silence. Bees trigger. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, that was-
Anyways.
Yeah, so we're talking about a movie on this podcast.
Yes.
We
Spring
are?
formal.
That's
Spring formal.
crazy.
Yes. Spring
That's
formal.
bonkers.
Okay. So. Okay.
That's
so-
pretty redonkulous, bro.
It's kind of late for the redonkulous because I think. What year was redonkulous? What era was redonkulous?
Was it ever really a thing?
Jenny, what year was redonkulous? Is that like a cool 2000? Like how did it age? You see, redonkulous is like a fine wine. Give it a smell. Redonkulous, I believe, was from.
I thought you were supposed
early-
to mail that microphone.
Look, I was supposed to do a couple things that I've yet. Okay, I had a 3-page paper due tonight that I didn't know about until 4 hours ago. So I came home from work and I went, "Oh, I should probably do that." And I didn't. So I forgot to do this. I mean, Lizzie, your mic's in the mail.
Just like Joseph's presents.
Just like Joseph's birthday presents and Christmas presents.
Can't wait.
Should we explain that meme for the people at home?
No, let them suffer. I don't want them to understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're not in my friend group, listeners. How do you feel? Do better.
Do better.
Join the Discord, dumbass.
Okay. Crap.
No, fly to Austin, become my best friend, and then you can know. Do better.
Do better.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Where are we?
spring formal.
Spring. Is that what the dance was?
Yes, the spring formal.
It was a spring dance?
Yeah, it was a spring formal. Anyways, I'd like to make a
Oh,
note.
yeah, okay. So them not going to the dance together was actually a stupid move.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't you want to protect him if you know that she's Chip's looking kind of cute lately. Like, why wouldn't you
Yeah,
protect
she's
him?
definitely targeting him. And
You
then,
could
like,
say that Chip looks like a snack.
I guess that's supposed to be a pun because his name is Chip, but like honestly,
And
So
she's
she
also
eats
eating
him.
people. yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
double.
There you go,
It's a.
Joe.
That
It's
made
a.
more
I'm
sense.
gonna-
Sorry,
It's a
I'm
multi-layered.
retiring.
It's a multi-layered pun.
I got it both ways, and I thought that it just added to
It's a
like
double pun.
the
It's so
Thank
complexity.
you, Liz. Yeah.
Crap.
Please don't close.
And this
it.
is why Lizzie's my
No!
best friend. Boom. She's at number 1 right now.
Whoa.
You know what? Okay, let's rank everybody right now. Okay, Jordan, you sit at a seat above everybody else. You're basically the right hand of God. Okay,
I'm
Lizzie, you're at
actually
number 1.
I'm at like F tier.
Joseph is down at like 82 because of
Is
this.
that because he
Okay.
just turned off his?
Yes,
Oh.
the second I see him, he jumps back up. But because like there he's back
What are we
up.
talking about? Sorry. someone
What
walked
Joseph's
in.
ranking is like it. Like if I can't see him, he can't see me. You know, if I'm not looking at him, he goes way down. Okay, but then when he's here,
What are
way
we-
back
why
up.
are we
Like number-
ranking.
oh, you as my friend.
Oh, okay, okay.
Basically, Jordan's the right hand of God. Lizzie's number 1, and you were at 82. But now that I can see you again, you're back at number 2.
Sweet.
If you get it, it's a yeah.
Get it because Joseph is a piece of shit. Get it? Number 2.
And then every one of our listeners who isn't my friend, do better.
Get the fuck out of here. Do better.
It's
yeah.
not that hard.
It's not that hard.
Look what I got.
Not
It's not
that
that
deep.
hard.
Just fly to Texas, man. Shit.
I love all 3 of you very much. I hope you do.
Guess the finger. Okay, so
Jennifer's body.
yes, yeah, I kind of want to point out that the shot of Needy running to the pool looked like she was running toward a JPEG on a green screen. It was like so flat. The shot was so flat, and then they just like kept it there, and then she's just getting smaller. Speaking of, okay. By the way, Aiden, remember that the thing you mentioned with the animation and Shenron?
Yeah,
and they just
you
drag.
talking about it made me think about
It
that.
was
yeah.
so funny. If you guys don't
It
know,
wasn't that bad.
for the audience at home, if you guys want to look up just Dragon Ball Super summoning Shenron, it's just a little bit where they like take the corner of the JPEG and then just make it.
And like drag it
And then you see-
diagonally. And it's the dumbest. It's probably the worst animation I've ever seen.
They
in a,
be
like,
Dragon Shenron. They be Dragon Shen. Get it? Dragon Shenron. Oh,
Blowing my mind.
okay. So
Ladies and gentlemen, where's the comedy award? This man needs it.
okay. So like Jennifer
Lizzie, that was
kissing.
like the saddest smile I've ever seen. Just like, how much longer do I have to listen to these dumbasses?
Oh my god.
Okay, but can you blame her?
No, not at all. I don't blame her at all.
I know. You could say the same about the audience.
I'm in another world thinking about.
I know
how
you
I
can't
love
be
to say
lacking
the
in
word
these
chips,
streets.
and like how you just don't let me, and about how this movie's just so
Wait,
unnecessary.
okay. Question.
Yes.
Is the other world a blockbuster?
Yes.
I'm done.
It
I don't know.
certainly is.
All right. That's the podcast.
Yeah, that's it.
We're full circle. That's it.
Thank you for watching.
Oh,
My
by the
God,
way,
what
right by
happens
the
at the end of this
Blockbuster,
movie?
there's like a really insignificant creek.
Dang nabbit.
True. And yeah, that's pretty true.
Bringing it home,
Dude,
bringing it home, and roll credits. Great job on production of Dude, you haven't, guys. Really, just hit
Guys,
home.
hey guys, do you see all
See
these
this
dead horses?
horse
Do you
in
want
the
to beat
corner?
them with
Yeah,
it?
beat the fuck out of them.
Dude, you know
No,
what?
Joseph, we're not Skyrim.
Can we talk about Chip dying?
I
Nope,
laughed
we're
when
not
that
talking about the
happened.
movie anymore.
I like-
It's just over.
I thought I cared about the character, and then he died, and I'm like, this is actually hilarious.
Wait, that's actually funny because I thought the opposite. Like the whole time watching the movie, I was like,
Chip is a
yeah,
laughing
he's
stock.
okay. But then like when he died, I was like, well, that was kind of unnecessary. But at the same time,
I love you.
I didn't mean to make that joke
Dude,
again.
he was just alive. Like that entire there's why. He shouldn't have been alive at all. He
That's-
was just like
I think
Had
it
a
would have
gas-
been better if he was just like
Ow.
they try to have like a moment. They try to have like an emotional moment, and I'm like, this makes it super funny. I want to rephrase
So
the statement I said
dumb.
earlier. I didn't care about him. He was compared to every other character. He was the character I cared most about, which isn't a lot, but like compared
No,
to
but
everyone else.
I liked the little sister better than him.
My
Okay,
favorite
that's fair.
character
Penis
was
cheese.
Chris Pratt's.
Chris Pratt, yeah, okay, maybe second after Chris Pratt. Oh, there was the moment where like at this point the movie just goes like full like it's not even like a horror movie anymore. She just starts doing like freaking like superhero demon powers, and then she starts
Oh, yeah.
levitating, and then Needy's like she's just hovering. It's not that impressive.
Why do you have to undermine everything I do? That was
I hate the dialogue so much.
I like the. She calls her a jerk, and she's like, "Nice insult, Hannah Montana." My friend actually dressed up as Jennifer for Halloween, and her Instagram caption was "Nice insult, Hannah Montana." Yeah, shout out to you, Violet, if you see this.
Whoa! Say names on the podcast. Anyways,
I did.
oh yeah, did it look like to anyone else when Jennifer was floating above the pool, it clearly looked like she was swinging on a wire. I swear I saw her move like this.
I watched this movie at like
Man,
4 in the
it's
morning last
almost
night,
like
so
it's
I
a
was not
weird
paying
movie.
attention.
I also watched this movie very late at night. On my phone too,
Yeah,
by the way.
I watched
Me
this
too.
movie like 2 hours ago while I was writing an English paper.
All right, okay.
I just want to point out there was a large part of me that considered just putting the Sorcerer's Apprentice on and being like, I remember this movie. But I fought that urge and I watched it.
Sorcerer's Apprentice is like pretty average to me.
Also not good, but I wanted
Pretty
to
average.
watch
Sorcerer's
it.
Apprentice is just, it has a special place in my heart, bro.
Okay, low key, no. The rendition of Secrets played by the Tesla Coil, kind of fire.
This movie, I knew it.
What? Are you like trying to prove a point to someone?
Maybe.
It sounds like it sounds like you just won an argument you had like 10 years ago. But
Don't worry about it. Anyway.
anyways, okay, so I think the perfect line for me, the culmination of the way the humor worked in this movie was after Jennifer was stabbed, my tit. No, your heart.
Wait, I didn't even pick up on that line.
She
What?
said
It was a lie?
Yes,
Yeah.
she got stabbed.
Yeah.
And she was like, my
That
tit. No, your heart.
It was dumb when they were like hovering.
that's so
in midair.
stupid. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hated it. I hated that.
It
That
was
was probably
kinda dark.
like my least favorite line.
Have any of you seen The Babysitter?
No.
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 Oh well, now I can't. I was gonna relate it to something, but I'm gonna make you all watch that horrible movie.
Great. Can't wait.
Is it
to
bad
watch another
horror or, like-
horrible-
Bad comedy.
It's pure comedy. It's pure. It's like horror. It's not horror. It's funny as fuck.
What was-
I'm gonna look it up.
It's also bad.
I've heard
We'll
about
look it up later. We'll do
Is
now.
it Bella
We'll talk
Thorne
about
in it, or is that something completely different?
Yes. Yes. Bella
Oh,
Thorne
it's
is in
that
it.
this-
one.
I haven't watched it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's finish up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, I'd like to put out like what do you call it? I put as a note, as a final note, let's just take a moment to appreciate the amount of the artists that they got for this fucking soundtrack. Haley Williams, Cute Is What We Aim For, Dashboard Confessional, Panic, Cobra Starship, and All Time
Wait,
Low.
Haley Williams?
Haley Williams was
on
in
this?
this, was on this.
What song did she have?
I totally forgot what the title was, but yeah, Haley Williams.
That's crazy. I actually didn't know.
Teenagers. It was called Teenagers.
Teenagers scared.
Not that one.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Teenagers.
so yeah, let's give it a go and see if we can come up with favorite parts. So yeah.
Wait, we're not
let's-
gonna talk about the ending?
Oh, yeah. You got thoughts about the ending because
I just think it's stupid. Okay, well, first of all,
Oh, you
first of
mean
all, there was the
her
fight
getting
scene
powers?
So dumb.
There was the fight scene between her and Jennifer, and I was like, this fight scene's blowing my mind. And then
They're
it gets to her
floating.
in the asylum, and I thought that's how the movie was gonna end. And then
But
it
no.
hits us with the, if you get bit by a demon but live, you get demon powers. And I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
Is this really where it's going? And then I actually couldn't watch the end because the video I was watching cut off when she like starts hitchhiking.
You know
And
what?
then I'm like, what happens after that? I have to know. So I go to the Wikipedia as cited earlier in the movie, and then it's like she kills the band members, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, you
I
didn't
hate
know-
it.
you
It's
didn't catch that?
stupid.
You didn't
No, I
catch-
didn't get to that, so I had to look it up.
Oh, you had to leave. You had to go.
No, the video I was watching didn't have the whole thing. Like it cut off when
Oh.
she started hitchhiking.
Oh, huh. Were you
They
watching a
didn't
sketchy
show her
link or
really.
something? That's weird.
It didn't really show her killing them. Like it's like she like goes to their wherever their gig is, and then like you just see like blood and like dead bodies, and then because they were like doing coke and
It
stuff,
was like
and then like
pictures.
Mm.
and then they're all dead, and then there are like pictures of their dead bodies, and then like she's smugly walking out, and she's stuck, like she's caught on the security cam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The part that annoyed me the most was just the stupid, like, if you get bit by a demon and live, you get demon powers.
You know what?
That was
And then it's
so
her
dumb
floating
to me.
in,
Yeah,
like,
and
Yeah.
then it starts
stay
floating. I hated that so much.
Joseph, it reminds me of I think my lion's telling me what to do.
I don't know how I know, but it's like the lion's telling me what to do.
And you should be a voice actor for, like, anime.
That's my
dogs.
Voltron audition tape.
Anyways,
Kirito.
Okay, stop.
guys, I think it's time for ratings, favorite part, least favorite
Ah,
part. If we can think of a
crap.
favorite part. Okay, so
I
What
can
am I
probably
rating it
think
out
of
of?
one.
yeah, we're rating it out of 10 carnivorous deer. Yeah,
Okay.
10 carnivorous deer. Aiden's first.
Do I have to legitimately give this a rating?
Yeah, no, that's what we do on the podcast. Give us a-
Fuck. Yeah, okay. I would give this movie a solid 3.5 carnivorous deers out of 10. Like legitimately. My favorite part is without a doubt her going, I like toastums, and then kicking the lady in the face. Although also my hopes and dreams pops the balloon. Everything I loved pops the balloon, and then her friend going, "Your first abortion, your second abortion." I should not have made me laugh, but it was funny.
It made me laugh
And then my
too,
least
so-
favorite part. My least favorite part was either the actual sex scene or like the as Jordan so elegantly put it, the girl on girl kissy kissy.
Go on, get
Um,
this, yes.
So elegantly.
It just didn't fit,
Not
and
at
that's
all. Not at all.
that's the max view.
That's the max.
Name that
view.
reference.
I can name it. I don't think they're gonna name it. For
Jordan.
the people at home, it's Wizards of Waverly Place. Max Russo.
Oh,
Wacky Way
how
from
did I
Table Barn
forget
Feeling Too
that?
Mad.
It's incredible. I'm also upset that I didn't get that.
Me too.
I'm upset that both of you didn't get that as well.
Do you guys remember
I'm
the
gonna go
sandwich
cry.
that he
Sorry.
created? Do
Later
you guys
tonight.
remember what the sandwich he created was called, Aiden?
I remember this. am
I
I
remember he
supposed to
put
say it?
popcorn in it, but like all I remember is Alex making Lincoln Tunnel tuna.
Lincoln
dice.
Tunnel Tuna. Yeah.
Lincoln Tunnel tuna.
Lincoln Tunnel
No, I don't remember the name. I know there
Oh.
was
Isn't it
called
marshmallow
To
and
the
popcorn
Max?
To
on
the
it.
max! And that's
To the
why
max!
it's called.
I remember
To the
it
max.
was the deja vu episode.
The deja
and,
vu.
like, it just
Yes,
kept
and there's
happening.
gravy on it and and marshmallow and popcorn.
That
that's
sounds
what I
disgusting.
remember.
How did people like that?
The New
I just
York
remember them
Mets,
being like,
Mets.
It tastes
Manager
like
liked
something we've had before, and his mom's like, it has gravy on it. Like she's like, what the
I
fuck?
remember that.
Okay, next, Lizzie.
Sorry,
Lizzie,
yeah.
I'm putting you on the spot. Go next.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna rate this movie like a 6 out of 10 because
Whoa!
like honestly,
Better than my
Generous.
Voltron rating? Better than my
'Cause
Voltron
honestly, like-
rating.
Damn.
This was an above
I
average
didn't-
movie?
I
Go on.
didn't like it, but like I liked watching it. Like I genuinely like didn't mind the experience of watching this movie. And I feel like if I was like with my friends, this would be a good movie to watch to like make fun of together.
True.
Like
Yes.
it just had that energy.
Is
except
that not
for
what
some
we're
scenes.
doing?
No, yeah, exactly. Like I feel like this is like a really good like movie for the podcast or like a good movie.
No, it's okay, Lizzie. I know I'm just not your friend. I get it.
Yeah, it'd be like that. We're just
And then,
business
like, you have the
associates.
vibe of,
I've been
like,
saying
being
this.
up at 3 a.m. with your friends at a sleepover and being like, I don't know what to watch. So then like you put this on, like it had that energy. So I feel like
I'm sorry. Would you say
this
it has
movie- I said vibe like 10 minutes ago. Well, actually, it wasn't
She
even
did
10
say
minutes
it,
ago. It
you
was like
missed it.
1 minute ago, and he just missed it. But anyways,
Don't
so-
give it to him if he misses it.
so
Go on.
So yeah, I give it a 6 because I don't know. I thought it was okay. I mean, like I didn't love it, but like
I'm sorry, 6 what?
It was interesting.
Pickles?
And then my
what?
favorite part was
Wait, Lizzie,
the sacrificing her
Lizzie.
to Satan
6 what?
because
6
that
what?
was-
Lizzie, 6 what?
Oh, carnivorous deer.
Thank you.
Oh my
Um,
God, Jordan.
They're really angry, hungry deer. But yeah, the Jenny song while murdering her was chef's kiss.
I don't remember Solo playing. Go on.
And then my least favorite part, I have 2. Well, I have 3. The first is Chris Pratt being in this movie for 10 seconds and never coming back. Just
got
not
his
him
nuts
being
grabbed.
in the movie, but the fact that he never came back. Second least favorite part is her just getting in the friggin' van because that's what made the whole movie unnecessary. And the third least favorite part was the sex scene because that was just so gross and I did not need to experience that.
Yeah,
So,
sex has cooties, and that's gross.
It was just
Thumbs up.
in this context, okay? It was not.
Hey, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece
So
of
garbage.
I'm an adult virgin.
Just-
Now, Ghostbusters.
The feminists are taking over.
Joseph.
No, just bad movie writers.
Joseph.
No.
Joseph.
Anyways,
please.
oh yes,
Joseph,
crap.
please.
Okay.
It's time, Joseph.
As
It is time.
so rating. Watching this movie by myself in the middle of the night, I give it like a 3. Watching it, watching it at like 3 in the morning with people and may or may not being sober or not, I did not.
Yo, Aiden,
word
you
that
want to like get
correctly.
high and watch this movie again?
It'd be hilarious.
yes.
That'd be like an 8 for sure. But 3. Carnivorous deer out of 10.
Mhm.
Favorite moment.
Just real quick, I think that we should do over Christmas break when we're all in the same area except for you, Lizzie. What?
Get out of here!
We should do the Rate It Higher podcast.
Oh, that's big brain. That's actually huge brain.
Google, hire me now. Sorry, guys. I just got a Yahoo.com sponsorship. I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay, crap. I don't know
Ask
if I have a
Jeeves just
favorite.
wanted my services.
I don't know if I have a favorite or least. I don't want to say my favorite moment is when freaking young Neil dies,
Chip,
but like
when
that's
Chip
the moment
dies.
that made me laugh the hardest.
Hardest.
Like the
So
abortion
maybe
joke.
that. And then there were some other lines that I thought were stupid, but like I could also see a high schooler actually saying it. I don't know if that constitutes it being my favorite though. And then my least favorite was just the fact that the entire plot of the film hinges on like this like
An
douchey
unexplained
band
hypnotist, yeah.
being sacrificing Jennifer. Like that was just so dumb to me. And like they tried to like
Sacrificing Jennifer to Satan bit.
like, and they were trying to be tongue in
Like,
cheek
yeah,
about
she
it.
looks like a virgin.
Also, yeah, how could they? How
And
did
then that's
logic
it.
they
behind
possibly-
it
No
was
further
so
research was
stupid.
done.
It was so stupid. Oh, okay, and then okay, I'm not gonna complain about it, but Like, I thought that bit was funny, but only if they were doing it seriously. And then I found out that it was supposed to be like a joke, and I was like, that ruins the whole thing for me. I hate it. I hate it. So yeah, I guess that.
That's it. That's the
energy.
Vine. Yes. I can't believe we even skipped over the part where they totally just pandered to the horny boys when what do you call it? Jennifer gets out of the lake and she's just completely like naked.
Oh yeah, that was also if I might borrow one of Lizzie's words, unnecessary.
Yeah. Can I just say though, when I was 12, I learned that scene was a thing. So I Googled for pictures
Yeah, you did.
of the angles where it's just like her full on body. When you're 12-year-old,
I like
you
wish
doing
I
that.
could. I wish I could look down on that and be like, man, what a horny bastard.
But, like
I did the same thing when I was 12. Like,
yeah, exactly, dude. All right, so
didn't.
yeah, because you didn't get a
any-
libido until you were like 14, 15,
men
16.
ages 12 to like 60 all just kind of suck. Like, don't take anything they say seriously.
True, and yeah, that's pretty
Well,
good.
We're all
60.
bad things. Wait, Jordan, did you give your rating and favorite and
No,
stuff?
not yet.
You should do that.
It's time for the rating. So if I gave Voltron a 4.8, let's put that into perspective with this movie. I give this movie a 8 out of. No, I'm just kidding.
8 out of 10. Loved it. Cinema.
He's like this.
Okay, this movie is like, yeah, I think it's a 3. It's an epic 3.
Wow.
Yep, only 1.8 points worse than Voltron. No, let's not put it into perspective like that.
That's so rough.
Lizzie has murder in her eyes. She's been watching Lifetime movies. She knows something.
I hate you.
All those cheerleaders, though, I just have to picture Jordan as a
Coming.
cheerleader, and that's it.
Coming this fall, fed up with being ridiculed and mocked by her fellow Discord friends. This is no Hallmark movie for Lizzie. We have the Booth Murders. Dun dun.
Dun dun. Anyways, yeah, solid 3 out of 10. Carnivorous deer. Favorite. I think all the poorly written jokes that fell flat are just truly the best part of the movie, and especially the abortion joke. Anyways, least favorite part. I don't know. I think I'd say the sex scene too. Maybe the whole movie. Yeah, it was my least favorite part. That
The whole movie.
No, you know what the worst
all
part?
of it.
You know what the actual worst part of the movie is? I was the one who suggested we watch this, and subject all 4 of us to it.
Yeah, fuck you, Jordan.
I avoided this movie for 20 years, 20 solid years. I was like, yep, that's a good streak. And then Jordan's like, you know what we're doing
Now
for
you
the
were
podcast?
missing
We're doing
out.
Jennifer's body. And I was like, okay, well, okay.
I'm sorry, you didn't have to be on this episode. I'm sorry, but you could have said,
Hey, you know
hey,
what?
let's
You
not.
know what else you've avoided for 20 years that we're doing next week? That I'm very excited about.
Segue?
I forgot what it is next week. What's
Thank
next
you.
week?
Oh, did you? Man, let me remind you. Next week we're gonna be reading chapters 1
This
through
guy-
8 of One Piece.
This guy didn't avoid it. I did. I avoided it.
I did
He
read
didn't
One
avoid
Piece, so
He did.
Oh, I
I
thought
didn't
you
avoid
watched
it.
it. Never
Oh,
mind.
No, you're
Just-
right. I
just-
did watch it. Never mind. I haven't read it.
Oh, okay.
Your point
So
still
we're gonna
stands.
be doing. I don't think it's all of Romance Dawn, but the first arc of One Piece, Romance Dawn. We're doing chapters 1 through 8, and I will provide links to everyone because it's very easily accessible. It's very
Oh,
yeah.
No,
Um,
I did read it. My cousin had the
Oh, did
first
you?
3 volumes, in like one of those
Ah.
those things, and I read it then. So,
Well,
Your point
Lizzie
does
and Jordan
stand.
have not. And One Piece is like my favorite manga, not my favorite anime, but
it's very good.
there's a reason it outsold the Bible recently. But we'll talk on that next week when we
What
read
if
the first 8 chapters of One Piece.
I
What-
look forward to reading manga on
I
this
have-
podcast.
I have 2 very big papers due next week? What if I don't go on the podcast next week?
Aiden's face.
You see, I will fall into a pit of sadness and depression, inescapable by the mortal soul.
Isn't that just called life?
True, and yeah.
We'll figure that out. So for the moment, next week's podcast is One Piece, but that might change. Fuck. Hey, Craig, what do you think?
Now recording.